Hey guys, I'm Sean Price and I hate Goku.
I'm Rem's forgotten twin sister.
Hi, I'm Anthony and I also hate Goku.
And welcome to Super Stuff. Phil's in the background. Okay, well, we got our new, we're in our new studio! First episode in the new Super Stuff studio! Woo! Yay! What do you think of the new studio, George?
It's, I love it. I mean, you've got
well,
your mom's basement looks pretty.
Shut up. No, so me and two of the Super Adventure Brothers actually got our own house. It was me and Anthony.
Right.
We got our own house, and it looks exactly like you would expect it to look, with like our living room's decorated in DC Comics, our sitting room is decorated in Marvel Comics, our basement has all of our Nintendo collection and stuff in it, and then upstairs is our bedrooms.
And,
Sounds true.
What was that, Phil? From across the room? He didn't actually say anything, if you were wondering if you couldn't hear him or not. He didn't actually say anything. But the studio, the Super Stuff Studios, is actually upstairs in our studio. And we're recording the podcast in the sitting room with all the Marvel stuff around, because there's like couches and chairs and stuff. Oh my god, if Gambit doesn't stop crunching that water bottle. Can you just throw it in the garbage? Along with the milk carton and the other bottle. Okay, so listen. Gambit doesn't like toys.
Gambit's his dog.
They know who Gambit is.
Well, I didn't know that.
Gambit,
Okay, well, can you explain to people what's the deal with the water bottles? Because I think you know at this point.
So one day, Gambit wasn't playing with his toys, and I thought, oh, that's pretty weird. So I threw a water ball on the ground to test him.
Oh my god, you were the one that found that out.
Yeah. I put the water bottle on the ground, and he went hog wild on it.
Super Stuff.
Yeah.
Today's episode, Gambit loves water bottles.
That's the thing, though. We do that a lot. With our podcast, we start off with an actual topic that we plan on talking about and end up doing absolutely nothing. So, like, we're not very far off. But, what?
Can this episode for real be about stuff we've seen Gambit do?
No, because... Well, okay, so listen.
Well, we saw him kill Luigi one time.
Oh my god.
He ate Luigi. It was horrific.
Tell the story.
Okay, so Sean has this pretty big Luigi stuffed
This
thing.
thing's like 2 feet tall, maybe.
It's pretty big.
Something like that.
I think it's Luigi's actual height. So...
Not Peppa Pig, 7 foot tall.
So I picked up...
Yo, Phil from across the room. Yo, you know Peppa Pig, 7 foot tall.
But I just picked up the Luigi doll. I think me and Anthony just started punching it and kicking it.
Yeah.
And then we stepped back, and then Gambit jumped on it and just started biting at his neck and ripping it apart. He wouldn't let him go.
He did the dog thing where they bite it and they yank their neck back and forth to try to like actually tear it.
He's
You
a
know,
murderer.
hamsters do that too.
That's scary.
Speaking of hamsters, small animals.
Sean impulsively bought 2 gerbils the other day.
I didn't impulsively buy 2 gerbils. I bought 2 gerbils because I wanted 2 gerbils. They're sand rats, actually. They're not really
five
gerbils.
Said,
minutes.
hey, Sean, want these 2 gerbils? And he said, yeah.
That's exactly what happened, actually.
Hey,
Did you fix the microphone? No? Okay, we'll figure it out later. Welcome back to Sean Gets Another Animal.
There's a
story
new
every
one
time.
every time I show up
No,
here.
No, listen, it's the same story every time. Hey, Mom, okay, I'm bringing this home.
Sean.
No, I'm still doing it.
Yeah,
can't
basically,
have all the
except
pets.
now it's like, hey, Mom, I'm bringing this home. She's like, cool, you don't live with me anymore. And I'm like, awesome. Like, actually, when Mom met the gerbils, she came over, walked upstairs, went, oh, when'd you get gerbils?
Nice.
I'm like, dope. But yeah, their names are Nebula and Gamora because I am Thanos.
I would love it if the animals just kept getting weirder and weirder, and Donna was like, she was just slowly like,
Oh, you got an iguana. Cool. Oh, you got a wallaby.
oh, you got, is this a shark?
It's legal to own a wallaby in Pennsylvania and Washington, but no other states.
She walks in your room and says,
Emus in Michigan?
You can own emus in Michigan? Guess who's moving to Michigan? Not Sean.
I hate everyone from there. Anyone in this room from there is dead to me.
I hate everyone from Michigan. Anyone who ever lived in... Philip's from Michigan. Okay, so now that we're 5 minutes deep into the episode of the topic that we're not even gonna... that we were gonna talk about originally, Anime! Yay! One of us really likes anime, the other kind of likes anime, the other one kind of hates anime, and the other one's recently getting into anime, so we're going to have a lot to talk about.
You decide which one's which.
You decide. Please. Anyway, George, why don't you tell us a little bit about the wondrous worlds of anime and what it's like?
Of anime and what it's like. It's so hard to explain.
Wow, I'm glad I asked you, Anthony.
Cartoon Japanese.
There you go. Okay.
Actually, it's not a cartoon, but
Technically, it's its own animation style with
You know. Lisps and whatnot.
Remind me to make that a sound effect.
What?
Yeah, that.
Oh my god, it's disturbing and disgusting.
just wait till Anthony starts trying to talk to you like that. Doesn't work.
Oh.
No, stop. Don't start.
So George, tell us about some of your favorite animes.
My favorite ones? Well, I mean, Naruto. That one's a classic. I mean, a lot of people. I mean, there are tons of people.
We're going to play a shock clock buzzer game, okay? You're going to tell me about your favorite animes. Every time I hear something I don't like, I'm going to go, ah! Okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
So do I have to start talking about a new one every time?
No. You just keep going.
No, yes.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
I'll test myself.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, there's Naruto. I mean, okay, then Bleach. Bleach is really good, but the end kind of gets really.
Bleach.
Oh, dude, the ending though, it just kills it so much.
It does. I agree.
It's
with
so bad.
you. I agree with that.
I wish they wouldn't have canceled the show. You know they canceled it.
They canceled it?
They canceled it. Yeah, the manga kept going, but they canceled it because
the
nobody
manga
was
kept
watching
going.
it.
I'll cancel that.
Yeah, no. Well, okay, so it's a whole story, but basically Shonen Jump and the writer never. Okay, so Sword Art Online is gotta be the. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Never seen it.
Is one of the greatest shows you will ever
It's
watch
the
in
best.
your life.
It's the only one I've ever
It's-
watched. But it's so good.
It's good.
It doesn't make it just changes the way you think about life, about media, about anything. There really isn't. I mean, it's crazy. Everyone thinks that when they watch a show that no one's ever going to see anything like
Shit,
this again.
JoJo Bizarre Adventure. I'm feeling it. Now I'm passing the mic to my man Philip, bitch.
JoJo good.
I couldn't have said it any better myself, quite frankly.
Keep talking.
Tell us some jokes.
Some Joe jokes? Ooh,
don't
no,
go
I
to
can't.
this
No,
one.
I can't. I was about to say one that would spoil part 3 for Philip.
Give me the mic.
Pass the mic.
What did Kakyoin say to Jotaro?
What?
You better go catch it. I don't know.
What do you say?
Emerald Splash.
I hate you.
That was awful.
He's brain dead tonight, guys. He's absolutely brain dead.
Welcome to Super Stuff. This segment is called Jokes I Don't Fucking Get.
Hey, I have a joke.
JoJo, and you'll get it. bitch.
What did Mario say to the Luigi?
Oh, what did he say?
Quit jumping on that block. That's my fucking block, you prick!
Okay, so Anthony and I are actually working on a comedy routine that we're going to take to open mic nights around town.
Yeah.
No, we're just going to do the one part. Okay, so here's a little teaser. It's like, should I tell them the one part of the
Yo, you mean the part where they?
oh my god, can you just, okay.
What's wrong?
And
You're starting to finish my sentences.
Oh, I can't finish your sentence.
You're starting to finish. You always think you know what I'm saying, right?
Okay, fine.
You definitely don't always know what I'm saying. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I do.
What's the next word I'm gonna say? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Apple.
Fuck.
Every fucking time. Every fucking time.
They did it.
They did the thing. They did the thing.
Righteous. Go on, though, George.
Go on. Oh god. Okay. Fire Force is a show that just started debuting, and I just recently started reading the manga along with the show as it's coming out.
Girls, bravo.
You know what I love? I love Man Girl.
What's that one about? They sumo wrestle with their butts.
Oh no.
I don't remember what it's
That
called.
sounds like I don't know. Go.
Stupid.
Anyway, Dragon Ball Z. There's a sketchy topic. Let's get into that.
Oh no.
One thing we
You're just gonna sit there and talk shit about Goku for the next 10 minutes.
No, listen. I'm not going to talk shit about
Sean
Goku.
hates Goku. We're moving on.
I don't hate Goku. I hate Goku fanboys, okay? I love Goku and I love Dragon Ball Z. It's what got me into anime in the first place when I was a kid, and I've watched every single episode. However,
And I'm gay.
I do think it went a little too far when they introduced Dragon Ball Super. I thought GT was better. Go ahead, burn me at the stake. I thought GT was better. Anyway, I hate Goku fanboys because of every argument I've ever been in over why Goku could beat Superman. Guess what? He can't. Next.
So Dr. Stone is a highly anticipated Shonen Jump.
Listen, I've been watching that.
So good.
Tonri has a new challenger approaches.
But yeah, no, Dr. Stone. So it's set in this world.
Have you been watching it?
I'm only 2 episodes in.
I'm only 2 episodes in, actually.
Oh, sweet. So we're about at the same place.
Speaking of 2 episodes in, Tonri and I are 6 episodes into The Boys.
The Boys.
Have you
I've
seen
heard
it?
It's so good.
That show is so...
I've been so... I needed someone
listen.
to suggest it to
I'm
me.
3 inches into my voice.
The Runaways is the best superhero TV show.
No, listen. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. The Runaways is the best superhero TV show I've ever seen. The Boys is a very, very close second, and it's about to take the cake because it is so good.
I'm excited for the Watchmen TV series.
That's gonna be good.
I love everything about the Watchmen. That's one of my favorite...
Did you ever see the movie?
yeah, I've seen it like 30
Now,
times.
see, the movie gets a bad rap, but I liked
love
it.
it.
I liked it. I really did.
It's the perfect adaptation.
I think if they were going to do a Watchmen movie, I'm glad that they only did the one, and I'm glad they did it how they did with actually killing off main characters.
Controversial opinion, it's the only Zack Snyder film I've ever enjoyed.
Really?
I mean, what are his other ones? 300? Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice?
No.
Your breath
The
smells like
only
macaroni
movie-
and cheese.
Huh?
This is
I did
madness.
eat some earlier, I think.
Don't you ever disrespect 300 ever again.
Yeah, George. This is madness.
The only thing that good that came out of 300 was a decent epic rap battle of history versus Master Chief from Halo. You hear this sound? This is me and George high-fiving in front of the mic.
They'll never know that was just me clapping. Or was it?
We'll never know now. What were we talking about?
Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone, yeah.
We keep talking about
So it's set 3,000 years in the future. All of humanity was turned into stone.
New one.
Oh god, I'm running out. There's an idol show about zombie girls who become K-pop singers, and it's actually really good. No, it's so good.
Mitch, have you watched Genlock?
Jinlock? No.
It's
What you weeb? Why did you pronounce it like that? He said, "Have you watched Genlock?" And you said Genlock.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. You freaking weeb.
Shurikens? Oh, I think you mean Shuriken.
Shurikens.
Anime? I think you mean anima.
Anima.
actually not bad. Michael B. Jordan's in it, I think.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking
Like
about.
basically,
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, you know Black Panther? Michael B. Jordan's in it. Oh, I know what you're talking
no,
about.
Heard of him.
I'm Michael.
He's in that really good Fantastic Four movie, right?
You-
I'm sorry. I know it was forbidden. I knew it was forbidden.
Listen,
guys,
there's
I'm
like
so sorry.
4 things you can't say in this house. One of them is Goku is the best anime character of all time. The second is Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan was a decent movie. The other 2 are classified. Once you announce them, then you will figure it out. But right now, I'm going to need you to take about 30 steps out of my house and walk onto the curb.
Guys.
What's up, Phil?
It's okay. George is a time traveler, and he came from the future when the new Fantastic Four movies come out from Marvel rebooting.
Oh yeah, it's like the meme.
Oh, yeah.
Before the Fantastic Four movie with Michael B. Jordan in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about right.
Yeah.
I feel like in the future, the guy playing him will be named like Lorbo.
Understand.
So, cast the Fantastic Four in the MCU.
Oh, what was the cast that came out not too long ago?
I mean, John Krasinski has to be Mr. Fantastic at
Yes.
this point. Every fan wants it. I think he would be perfect, too.
I need Titus O'Neil to play the thing.
WWE wrestler, WWE jobber, Titus O'Neil.
That'd make 2 WWE superstars in the MCU.
Would it? Who's he? Oh, Dave Bautista.
Who is Scotty Too Hottie play? Oh, come on. You can't have him without Scotty Too Hot.
Dave Bautista and Scotty Too Hot are like
The dream team.
Inseparable.
The dream team.
like this. I'm crossing
My
the
favorite tag team from the 1970s.
Oh yeah, it's like Rey Mysterio and Ric Flair. Like they always go together.
It's like Kane and the
my
Boogeyman.
God. Oh, this conversation hurts so much. Oh, it hurts so bad.
George is the only like serious pro wrestling fan.
I'm a wrestling fan and an anime fan.
George.
That's the double whammy for not losing your virginity until you're 32.
George,
Our pop
when
filter fell
Kane
off.
when Kane held the Undertaker down and the Boogeyman did the fucking elbow slam on him from like on the rope, that blew my mind as a kid.
It hurts.
Is there a pro wrestling anime?
There has to be.
Oh, there's so
There's
many.
a Pro Wrestling
No, do you
Dungeons
know
and
how big-
Dragons.
do you know how big wrestling
Chris
is?
Parsons designed some of the characters.
Wrestling is so huge in Japan.
I know.
It's amazing. And there's a character, Tiger Mask. He's a luchador, and he's been like he's the guy doing it right now is like the fourth or fifth person in line. But he's been going since like the 60s or 70s, and every new one there's an anime or a show that comes out. They're like superheroes.
Anime. Okay, so we're gonna get into our top fives. And it's going to be all five of us giving a top five. So we're going to do our top five favorite animes. And we're going to start with George.
You were gonna do it. Oh God, top
Why don't you
five.
hold the microphone so I can Google what my top five are?
Okay, good. I'll just have to do the top five of my head. All right. Well, number 5, I will go with Bleach, just because another show that I was talking about earlier that is gonna be later on the list. That was the one that really introduced me to anime, but Bleach is the one that made me want to watch more. It opened me up to a whole new world, and I as much as people hate on it, and as much as the problems there were with it, with the endless filler sometimes and the dragging on storylines, but I loved it. It really was a great show. My number 4 would have to be Naruto, which is the show that my very first anime.
Philip is wrong.
Philip is stupid. I'm just kidding. He's so smart. But no, Naruto, I mean, that's the one that everyone grew up with. And, another show that, in Shippuden you could say it lasted, 10 years too long, and the Fourth Ninja War was, lasted about 5 years. But, it's okay, because overall the show, it means so much to people, when you watch it when you're young. And, I mean, there's a lot of great fights in it, too. So, there's a lot to enjoy out of it. Number 3 was Death Note. Death Note is one of the, that was the first, non-battle show that I started to watch. The whole thing's just mind games, and it's just such an interesting concept. It's a crazy world. And the idea that the main character is the bad guy, and you have no idea how to root against him or for him, because he's evil, but in his mind he almost convinces you that he's doing the right thing, trying to convince everyone that he's a god and that he's ruling over the world. I don't want to spoil it, but Death Note.
I was just about to say, spoiler alert.
Death Note's really good.
Oh, Death Note's dope.
I never seen that.
It's worth the watch. It really
Isn't
is.
there a live action one that was
you should
bad?
watch
It was
the
very-
live
Oh yeah, no, it's a Netflix movie,
Yeah.
and it's oh my god,
Is
it's
that where
awful.
the Netflix adaptation meme came from?
Yes. Well, no, that and the Neon Genesis Evangelion
Oh, yeah.
scandal.
That's such a good
That
one.
was oh yeah,
I love that one.
it is a great one.
I heard the dub was
My number
awful.
2, my number 2's tough. I can't think.
Tough Puppy.
JoJo's number 1.
Oh, JoJo's number 1 for me, absolutely. I've never been so into a show the way I am JoJo's. But another 2. I'm just gonna do top 4. I
You
can't
like
think of a fifth
you
one
like
right now.
Naruto.
I do like Naruto. That's right.
Naruto.
Huh.
Dude, I love Sasuke.
Sasuke is great, and Sakura.
What about you've been
Sakura,
reading the
best
Dragon Ball
waifu.
anime, or manga?
Oraishi Meiro.
Oh my god, that one
Orochimaru.
hurt. That one hurt.
Orochimaru.
George, what about Dragon Ball?
I'm not that far into it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, no, I'm
Like
getting
the,
there.
Like the original Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I'm reading. I want to read and watch it all the way through.
It's all
from
right,
the
yeah.
beginning of Dragon Ball to maybe Super, depending on how I feel.
Listen.
Of you.
Watch GT before you watch Super, and then you'll feel me. Because GT's so good.
Well, I've already seen a little bit of Super. I know a lot of the arcs
don't
and
like
stuff. I was
Super.
keeping track of
Have
it.
you watched
Which one's Frieza?
Frieza?
Frieza's
Frieza's the one that kind of looks
Frieza's-
like a testicle.
No, which? series.
It's Dragon Ball Z. It's not the first like big enemy they fight, because technically the first big enemy they fight is Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz, and then like the second big enemy that they fight is on a different planet, and it's
I
Frieza.
thought it was Piccolo.
Huh?
Piccolo.
Well, Piccolo is Piccolo's like the big enemy they fight at the end of Dragon Ball, and then they kind of like become acquainted. The thing that kicks off Dragon Ball Z is Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa come to the planet, and then like Piccolo's a part of the
best
Z
moments.
fighters at that point.
Oh, George, a good. Have you seen Corn in the House yet?
I thought you were really gonna give me a suggestion.
No, Frieza's who they fight after they fight the I can't remember.
Somebody else
name.
take this from me.
It's the five. Oh, are you done with your top 5?
Yes.
God, it only took you 3 minutes to get through that. God, you need to start talking for longer.
Oh, that's
Oh, don't talk now.
You're not allowed. All right.
Alright. Are you guys ready for this roller coaster of emotions that is going to be your little anime hearts getting broken by my non-conformist anime views?
Sound clip, drum roll, please.
It's not actually a sound clip. They're actually doing that.
We're over here now.
So, number five. I'm actually going to split, because I haven't watched that much anime, so to fill my list, I'm going to, there's a thumbtack in my shoe. I'm going to split.
I walk around the house barefoot.
I'm gonna split the JoJo into the three parts that I've watched so far. And then I have 2 more. Okay, so number 5. Number 5 is Pokemon, because
I mean, come on.
come on, it's an anime. Shut up, you weeb haters.
It's on my list.
Only people that don't watch anime say Pokemon's not an anime.
Yeah, I think it is.
It's
No, it is.
it is.
It totally is.
Um,
It's an anime like Avatar: The Last
but
Airbender.
for real though, I love watching Pokemon. Like going back and watching all the old movies and seeing them compared to like how. Well, I shouldn't say how good the animation is for it now. I really didn't like what they did with Ash
Sun and Moon.
in Sun and Moon. He looks stupid. He looks younger. Why does he look younger?
He looked older.
He should look older.
He looked older in
What is he, like 43 now?
Yeah, obviously.
All the people he's fighting are like 20 years younger than him.
All right, and he's like,
He's like, I'll never die.
he's drinking. He has like.
I win, I get a new soul.
It's like a kid walks up to him on the street. I have shorts and they're fun to wear, and he's like, my back hurts.
He's like, he's got the.
He's so senile. He doesn't like. He just throws empty
He's
Pokeballs.
he's
and
just
knocks them out.
he's just got a bottle of gin, and he's like, oh what, whoa, what region can I be the champion of this time? God,
He's drunk singing the Pokemon theme.
like in the Pokemon world, there's actually a show following him all the time, and he's like,
It's his perspective.
it's yes.
It should be his
He
perspective.
thinks he's still a kid. Meanwhile, he's a 48-year-old grown man.
Yes. No, but okay, on to number 4. Number 4 is, for the time being, part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I haven't finished it, so I don't know any, like, it might be way better, but right now it feels like it's dragging on for way too long.
That's how I
It's
felt
the
about the
longest
second
one.
season of Stranger Things.
It's the longest one, and it has the most stands in it.
Stands are wonderful.
They're God's greatest creation.
They are so interesting. Like,
Oh, dude, just wait. Just wait.
Dude, my favorite stand so far is definitely the sun, because you just have to. I feel like I can spoil that episode because it's no story.
The show's been out for years.
Okay, I'm gonna spoil that episode. The sun, the guy who controls what's called a stand, which is like the Pokemon of JoJo. Don't yell at me for saying that, but it will make people who don't know understand. But it's the sun, and in order for the main characters, in order to defeat the sun, they literally literally, it's by chance. They threw a rock. No, they didn't throw a rock. I know that's not true. What did they do, George?
Jotaro spotted. They all realized that he was just a dude sitting behind a rock.
Yeah.
And Jotaro chucked a rock at him.
Yeah. No, that's.
Knocked him out
Yeah,
from under him.
I said they threw a rock at him. That's literally how they beat him. I knew it. Okay, so number three is definitely. Oh yeah.
Definitely, huh?
Yeah. No, I'm still deciding. Definitely was filler, so I could have more time to decide.
It's not definitely.
I love when you do. I love when
It's
they do that. It's
definitely,
like
it's gotta be, I'm telling you.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
no, you took my number one.
That's my number one.
Why would you say that? Nobody would know.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, so good. I'll let the other two talk about it later. So.
Yeah.
Does that count as anime?
Yes.
Okay, they said it, not me. Number two. Number two. Part 2 of JoJo. I love part 2 of JoJo's. It's so good. Anthony, I know you've only seen part 3.
Yeah.
Watch part 2.
Okay.
Watch
It's
all of it.
because okay,
Why would you only watch part 3 of something?
They're not the same story. I don't
they're
No,
not.
they
You can
are.
literally,
Oh.
but
Dio-
Well, I mean, you can watch
Dio's
them
the
in
villain of part 1.
but you could, George, you could literally watch part 3 individually and understand it.
So it's like American Horror Story.
Kinda, yes.
Except,
In order to get the full experience, you have to watch all of it. But if you only watch one season, it'll still make sense.
and it follows one family.
But that's really good because I just love all of the main characters. Joseph. No.
Stop doing
Yeah,
that.
Joseph. It is
I
Joseph.
can hear that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Joseph Joestar. The way he uses his Hammond breathing. Hammond breathing's hilarious.
It's
Um,
amazing.
But my number one is part 1 because Jonathan's such a gentleman.
He is.
That's all.
I'll never forgive the Japanese Jonathan Joestar. Ah! Okay, so I didn't prepare a list in my head because I actually haven't seen that much anime. So, yay! The microphone is now fixed. We should probably talk so this isn't just microphone squeaking.
Well, I'll cut that out.
Cool. All right.
Don't leave it in.
Please.
Nice and raw.
No. I implore you. Leave it in.
That's what she said.
I don't have that much of a list planned, as I said before. I don't have a lot of stuff to say about them because I haven't seen that much anime. But
Well,
I'd say
do you just want me to do my list and then you and I can talk about the number 1 a lot?
sure. That's
Okay, cool.
I've only seen like 2 animes in my life.
Don't forget I can do mine too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then let me let Tonry do his first. Then no, because Anthony and I are going to talk about my number 1 a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. It's on my list too.
Okay. Well,
everybody
my
can
number
do-
5, Dragon Ball. I know.
Dragon Ball Kai?
Unexpected. You shut your mouth. Dragon Ball Z.
I love Dragon Ball Kai.
From start to finish, Dragon Ball Z is a nonstop thrill ride that leaves you waiting, and it's very, very amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it makes you wait 2 episodes only scream.
It jumps into GT and it's very good. Then it goes to Super because GT wasn't canon, and I do not like Super. That is all I will say. Anyway, number 4 is One Piece.
I actually haven't seen One Piece.
One Piece is okay.
Oh, it's so
I've
long.
seen
Number
I've seen
3.
the awful dub where the intro goes like he ate a piece of gum then he got stretchy or something like that.
Number 3 is Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
Have any of you seen Cowboy Bebop?
I've heard it was
I haven't
really
gotten to
You,
that.
Anthony.
I've heard it was really
What-
good.
Anthony would love Cowboy
Oh,
Bebop.
yeah, no.
You got to watch Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, I really do like. I don't know if they're similar, but I know like the art style's kind of similar. Space Dandy looks. Space Dandy's a
Good.
really
Space
good
Dandy's a really good
one. I
one.
love that one.
My number 2 though is Pokemon Indigo League.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah, and number 1 is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That's my favorite thing ever.
Okay, we'll let Tonray do his top 5. That way, Anthony and I can talk about Avatar for the last 5 minutes of the
We can
podcast.
gush for a little bit.
Okay, so
Oh my god! Thank you for holding the microphone in the right place.
I have actually 6, but 6.
That's not allowed.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, I have an honorable mention. My honorable mention actually is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I thought you were allowed to talk about it because it's a mention.
But my top 5, number 5, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes.
I just love the storyline.
Brotherhood's good. It is. It's really good.
Assassin's Creed.
Number 4 is Hunter x Hunter.
Yes.
I think it's a very underrated show, and I'm kind of upset because they cut that show short way too soon. Like there was so much potential for that show.
Short? Is that a stab at my fiance, you dick?
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Listen here, buddy.
Number 3,
Hey, you listen there, buddy boy.
Afro Samurai. It's my favorite.
It's so good.
I wanted it to be like a show. I would love for it to have been a show.
Is that the video game? Have you ever played the video game?
I haven't played the video game, but
It's so gory and violent. It's insane.
I really want. Well, now I kind of want to play it. Number 2 is Sword Art Online.
Oh no!
No, it's not your number 1.
No, it
I like it.
That's not your number 1.
No, it's not.
That's not your number 1.
Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, everyone's entitled to
This,
their
everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
What's your favorite?
everyone's
race?
entitled-
If that opinion is wrong.
Tanray, it's fine. Everyone's entitled to their own stupid opinion.
It's okay. Tanre has mono.
No, it's
Okay. Anyway,
It's not that bad.
Here's the noise of me and Anthony clapping in front of the microphone.
clapping them cheeks.
Never know.
What's your number 1?
My number 1, hands down, is Assassination Classroom.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard of that
That's
one.
so good. It is
Oh my god, you need to watch it.
so good.
The bad guy is actually the good guy, and
Wow. Thanks, dick.
it's not like they don't tell you from the get go, but essentially
It's like Dexter.
though this guy comes and he destroys the moon. He destroys part of the moon.
Like Dr. Eggman.
Like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The moon!
I was
Despicable
thinking,
Me.
yeah, I was
Dr.
thinking
Eggman from Sonic Adventure 2.
No.
Anyway,
Sonic Underground.
shut up.
Sonic X is the anime.
Anyway, he destroys the moon and he comes down on Earth and tells them, "Hey, you have a year to kill me, or I will destroy the Earth."
Wow.
And so he takes on this class of kids, like middle school kids, and teaches them all the ways of being an assassin. And
That's dope as fuck.
it's really cool, but it's badass. I'm telling you, the show is it's a great show. Matter of fact, I think we just need to have a day where we just watch anime together.
Yes,
That sounds fun.
absolutely.
Cool. We'll start with the entire series of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then Korra, and maybe we'll do more.
I
Dude,
already
I
wanna...
really want to watch Korra.
Anyway.
I've been seeing
I haven't seen
Facebook
it yet.
things about it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've seen
I
all
watch
Who's Sean?
so many Facebook
I've seen
videos.
Avatar all the way through, like...
Time for Anthony and I to nerd out about some Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, the fact that they took the basic premises and essentials of the 4 elements all living together
Yeah.
and made that work in a way that wasn't cheesy or goofy at all is
Beautiful.
It's a masterpiece.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, I saw this Facebook poll or this Twitter poll the other day, and it said, "Who watched Avatar: The Last Airbender as a kid? Which element was the best? Fire, water, earth, wind?" And someone commented, "That is literally the whole show. Literally is about why
not-
there's not a best element." Actually, I'm using that right now, Tanre. I'm about to start watching that.
He just threw Korra to fill it.
He threw the entire series of Korra to fill it.
Dibs.
I've already started
he-
it. You
he-
can't.
He called dibs.
I've already started it.
It doesn't matter. He called
I'm
dibs.
halfway through
Did you
episode
say
1.
dibs?
I didn't say dibs.
Then
we
Korra
watch it
is
together.
not...
Finish it quick.
We were all supposed to watch together, you dick.
I actually haven't even started the first episode. I watched the first episode on Google when I was at training, but then I couldn't find the rest of them, so I stopped.
Yeah, that's how it went for me.
I was little
That's when...
because I had no imagination.
Because, like, last year we tried to watch Avatar, like, the first one, we couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, and
But Grace
now
and I-
we have both the complete series and the complete series of
Yeah.
Korra.
Grace
we
and I
just don't
found
have
it
the
on
time.
Grace and I found it on Amazon Instant Video, and it's all
Now,
there.
Korra, I heard, is very good, actually.
Really, I heard it wasn't as good as Avatar, but it's still.
I heard it's not as good as Avatar, but
still
I
a
heard
good
it's good.
show.
And I heard that there's an Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix original series coming out.
Really? I hope I hope it's not like the movie.
It's going to be way better than the movie.
The people who wrote the show
Are doing it.
Oh, hell
So
yeah.
It's the same writers, and the thing they said about it was they're not letting M. Night Shyamalan touch this movie with a 10-foot pole.
Good. Hey, guess what? I hope they bring one thing back.
Why?
What?
He was the one good thing about that movie. He tried so hard to make it. It was M. Night Shyamalan.
Tell that to Soka, Ong, and Katera.
Did you just say
Anyway.
Ong and Katera?
That's how they pronounce him in the movie.
I don't. Ooh.
They call him Soka too, not Sokka.
Oh, I don't. Did they watch it?
And all of the Fire Nation is Hindi, like from India. And then the Water Tribe are just white people.
I
and
would've-
Aang is still just a white person.
Aren't the water
Even though
people?
the Water Tribe are supposed to be Native American,
Yeah, Native American.
or
They're supposed to be
like native Alaskan and stuff.
Alaskan.
I don't think Eskimo is a technical term anymore. Is it? Is it like an actual term we're allowed to use?
People get offended by that? I don't
Eskimo?
know. Maybe.
I think Eskimo, yeah. But there's a word for it, but it's not coming to my head right now. I can't think of it.
I don't know what the actual term is,
Yeah.
but that's what they're supposed to be. And then the Fire Nation is supposed to be like Japanese.
Yeah, and
The Earth
Air-
Kingdom is supposed to be like native Chinese and Russian area like that.
Air
and,
is supposed to
and
be
then air
like,
is supposed to be like Chinese nomadic.
Yeah.
And monks.
Yeah, like nomadic, like monks, like Shaolins.
Monks.
Yeah.
I hope they bring one thing back. Secret tunnel.
Oh, I saw this other thing. It was like one of those top 10 lists. It was like a top 10 list, and it was like top 10 best Avatar episodes of all time, and it was like starting with 10, going to 1. You can't compare them. They are all equally great. The Great Divide.
Which one's the Great Divide?
It's the worst Avatar episode.
Oh,
It's awful. It's just a filler episode that really makes no sense at
What
all.
was it about again? I forget.
It was about the two tribes that hate each other, and they come to terms in the end after
Oh,
they
yeah,
get...
that one wasn't good.
was
I
really
kind of
bad.
Grace didn't like the drill episode.
I loved that.
I liked that episode. She just didn't like it. I don't know why.
Anyway, we're about out of time here. Thank you so much for listening to Super Stuff. This was our anime episode. Keep an eye out for some projects that we got in the works, and keep an eye out for some more information about the Nerds of the Galaxy meetup coming up on August 31st at Multiverse Comics on South Side of Parkersburg. You can find more information on the Nerds of the Galaxy page if you follow it or become a member. It's very easy to join. Just look up Nerds of the Galaxy on Facebook, and you can find it. Become a join. Tonray, one of our very own Super Adventure Brothers, is the admin of that page, and he'd be very, very happy to make you a member. You just got to answer the simple questions on there. Become a member, and then you can come to our meetup on the 31st, and we will all see you there.
And maybe if you're lucky, you can buy a $100 ticket, and it's for one free kiss from me, Sean, George, Phil, and the little Tonray over here.
Tonray has mono.
These lips
Ton-
are
okay.
more expensive
For right
than
now, no Tonray.
dollars, baby.
If the mono is cured by
Did you hear, Philip? Thank you for listening to Super Stuff. We'll see you next time.